Public-private partnerships, PPPs, in India. A collaborative approach to development. Public-private partnership, PPP, represents a long-term contractual collaboration between a government entity, public sector, and a private sector company. This partnership aims to leverage the strengths of both sectors, the government's mandate for public service and the private sector's efficiency, innovation and capital, to finance, design, build, operate and maintain public infrastructure projects and deliver essential services. The core principle of a PPP is the shared responsibility and risk between the public and private partners over the project's life cycle. Intuitively, a PPP can be understood as a strategic alliance where the government identifies a public need, e.g., transportation, healthcare, energy, and partners with a private company that possesses the necessary expertise and financial resources to fulfill that need. By pooling their capabilities, they aim to deliver high-quality infrastructure and services more effectively and efficiently than either could achieve independently. Rationale for utilizing PPPs. Governments in India and globally adopt PPPs for several compelling reasons. Bridging investment gaps. PPPs mobilize private capital, alleviating the financial burden on public budgets and enabling the execution of large-scale infrastructure projects that might otherwise be delayed or remain unfeasible. Enhancing efficiency and expertise. Private sector involvement introduces specialized skills, advanced technologies and efficient management practices, potentially leading to faster project implementation, reduced costs, and improved operational performance. Optimizing risk allocation. PPP structures allow for the strategic transfer of specific project risks, such as construction delays, cost overruns, and demand fluctuations, to the party best equipped to manage them, thereby improving overall project viability. Accelerating project completion. Driven by performance-based contracts and the need to generate returns on investment, private partners often have strong incentives to complete projects within stipulated timelines, improving service quality and user satisfaction. Private sector entities are typically incentivized to provide high-quality services to ensure user satisfaction, which directly impacts revenue generation and long-term contract sustainability. Diverse PPP models in India. India employs a range of PPP models, each tailored to the specific characteristics and requirements of the project. The choice of model dictates the allocation of responsibilities, risks, ownership and revenue streams between the public and private partners. 1. Build, Operate, Transfer (BOT). The private entity designs, builds, and operates the project for a defined concession period, collecting revenue, typically through user fees like tolls. Ownership and operational responsibility are then transferred back to the government at the end of the period. Example: many national highway projects where private companies build and manage toll roads before handing them over to NHAI. 2. Build, Own, Operate (BOO). The private sector finances, builds, owns and operates the project permanently. The government's role is primarily regulatory, and the private company recovers its investment through user charges or service agreements. Example: independent power producers, IPPs, that establish, own and operate power plants, selling electricity to the state grid. 3. Build, Own, Operate, Transfer (BOOT). Similar to BOO, but with a provision for the eventual transfer of ownership to the government after a long concession period. Example: while less common now, some early large-scale infrastructure projects followed this long-term transfer model. 4. Design, Build, Finance, Operate, Transfer (DBFOT). A comprehensive model where the private partner is responsible for the entire project lifecycle, from design and financing to construction and operation for a specified period, culminating in the transfer of the asset to the government. Example: certain airport and metro rail projects where a single private consortium handles all stages. 5. Hybrid Annuity Model (HUM). This model blends the features of EPC government-funded construction and BOT. The government provides a significant upfront payment, e.g., 40% of the project cost, and the remaining investment is made by the private developer. The developer receives fixed annuity payments from the government over the concession period, linked to the project's availability and maintenance quality, plus some usage-based revenue. Example: increasingly favored for national highway development to mitigate private sector financial risks. 6. Management contract. The government retains ownership of the asset, but contracts a private entity to manage its operations and maintenance for a defined fee, often with performance-based incentives. Example: engaging a specialized private firm to manage the operations of a public port terminal or a hospital. 7. Lease contracts. The government leases its existing assets to a private partner for a specific duration. The private entity operates the asset, collects revenue, and pays lease rentals to the government. Example: Indian Railways leasing out commercial spaces at railway stations. 8. Toll Operate Transfer (TOT). The government leases existing, revenue-generating infrastructure assets like toll roads to private players for a lump sum payment. The private entity then operates and collects tolls for the concession period. Example: NHAI leasing operational highway stretches to private infrastructure developers. 9. Viability Gap Funding (VGF). While not a specific model, VGF is a financial support mechanism where the government provides grants to make economically unviable but socially important PPP projects financially attractive to private investors. Example: providing VGF for early phases of metro rail projects in cities. Successful PPP implementations in India. Several PPP projects in India have demonstrated their potential to drive infrastructure development and improve service delivery. Delhi International Airport (DIL). The modernization and operation of Indira Gandhi International Airport by the GMR Group under a PPP has significantly enhanced airport infrastructure and services. Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust (JNPT). The involvement of private players in managing container terminals at JNPT has improved efficiency and throughput. Hyderabad Metro Rail. The construction and operation of the Hyderabad Metro by Larsen & Toubro L&T under a PPP framework has provided a crucial urban transportation solution. Challenges in implementing PPPs in India. Despite their benefits, PPP projects in India have faced challenges. Regulatory and approval delays, protracted processes for land acquisition, environmental clearances, and other regulatory approvals can lead to significant project delays and cost overruns. Financial viability and risk allocation. Ensuring appropriate risk allocation between the public and private sectors is crucial. Projects can face financial distress if risks are not adequately assessed and shared. Contractual disputes and renegotiations. Disagreements over contract terms, revenue sharing, and unforeseen circumstances can lead to disputes and renegotiations, affecting project timelines and investor confidence. Political and policy uncertainty. Changes in government policies and political priorities can impact the long-term viability and attractiveness of PPP projects. Conclusion: PPPs have emerged as a vital instrument for infrastructure development and public service delivery in India, harnessing private sector efficiencies and capital to address the nation's growing needs. While successful implementations have showcased the potential of this collaborative approach, addressing the existing challenges related to regulation, risk allocation, and policy stability is crucial to further enhance the effectiveness and sustainability of PPPs in driving India's development agenda.